Okay, we are just going to pop off the automatic transmission fluid cooler lines. So those retainers just kind of twist and pop off. See, there's two of them here. Then, for this, we're going to just give it a quick squirt of PV Blaster there. And there. And that will provide us some lubrication for the retaining clips. And here is the retaining clip removal tool. You need to get that, otherwise you are not going to get these lines off. And I'll just give this a quick wipe. And over here. Alright, so hopefully these will come out without too much. So the way these work, you see the inside of it, there's a ridge in there towards the front. Let me see this. Okay, so there's a ridge towards the front, and the thing slips on and there, and then you can get it in. So the rib that is here goes inside of the removal tool, and then you can pop it forward and pull the tranny line out of the radiator. And you want to stay away from removing these, because I'm not sure, but I am told that there's kind of a free floating cooler inside of there that may come away from the bottom of the radiator, and then you may not be able to get it back on. So now that you know, let's see if I can get this to work a little better. Thing's almost out. What's going on here? There. Alright, there's one. Okay. Now let's go to the other side and try to get number two. And it should just pop out. There we go. Okay. The radiator is almost ready to come out. Okay, so anyway, there you go. And then they will just pop right back in, no tool needed. And you can just make it out. Ford's transmission cooler line removal tool. Okay. It doesn't seem like a heck of a lot is dripping out. Alright. Now we need to finish getting the radiator out with 2 screws here and 2 there. These brackets lift up, undo the steam vent hose to the gas bottle, and then that'll come right on out. Might actually be easier to pull the air cleaner housing though. Okay. Okay, there you go. Small amount of grinding. You can see the grinding mostly off of this little area here. And we have a fit. And it's going to go just right. So enough for a hose and a clamp to get around the bung. And we'll be good to go. So now we're just going to attach the forward upper part of the shroud, and then we're going to drop it on down into the engine compartment. Oh, let me see, I might be able to shift this a little bit to get an optimal fit. I'd like to come a little bit to the right. Okay, that's better. Okay, that is just excellent there. We got plenty of room to stuff the hose and a clamp. And everything's good. Okay. All right. Let me get things set up here, and then we'll run down and slide this on into the engine. Okay, kids, I'm going to show you just how easy it is to drop that radiator in when you have the fan shroud on, because it just goes straight on down. Alright. Let's see if we can get up here. Okay, and here we go. So you see the shroud kind of centers it on itself. Just gonna get this thing out of here. Okay. Then I'm gonna drop it down into its rubber grommets. Okay, and that is it. How's that for easy? It's about time I got a break around here. Okay, Jeff, one break coming up. All right, let's just climb on down here and check to make sure that things are where they're supposed to be. Get all nice and comfortable. Okay. Yeah, so just gotta come that way a little bit. And this one here is gotta go back a little bit. There's that one. Okay, so this one's already in, and that one just popped in. Okay, now I believe that stupid thing. What are you doing that way? What are you doing sitting that way? All right. Okay, let's see if we can pop these back in. Come on, baby. Get in there. There. Okay. How's that for the easy button? And here's the retainer for it. That just pops on like that. Okay, now let's go for this one. Right there. And in we go. Okay, and the other retainer. Okay, all right. Okay, that's in, and that's in. Okay, let's get the radiator hose on. Okay, there you go. Okay. Okay. Use a piece of 1-inch hose and just slides right on. So no problem. That works out good. Upper radiator hose can go on, and this is also double clamped. Alright, so let me go and get some stuff here and I'm going to continue installing things. The old radiator brackets. Okay. Alright, so this is where we're at. That is how the new connection for the degas tank is. You see the hose goes over to the bottom of the degas bottle, and the heater hose is under it. See the heater hose right there. Yeah, there it is, right dead center is the heater hose. So that will go into a Y with the hose there, and over here, right there, that cross, that's the return from the coolant filter. So the heater hose and filter will recombine there and head up to the Y here, and then go to the radiator. Then the 3/8" hose from here goes to the connection on the degas bottle. Then degas bottle, instead of having a cap that just burps everything everywhere, will go to the connection at the bottom of the reservoir here. So you see the 3/8" connection down there. So overflow from the degas bottle will go to the reservoir, and as the engine warms up, cools down, gets a vacuum inside, it will draw coolant back into the engine instead of burping it out all over the place. Okay, so this we'll just finish up tomorrow. I'm going to finish cleaning and putting things away and call it a night.